Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another Marvel Champions playthrough. Today we've got a Wasp deck here that I think is a lot of fun, and I happen to be playing it, so I figured let's get the camera out and do this playthrough here. So it's Wasp Protection. We're going against Drang. So let's just take a look here. I'll show you Wasp first. So we've got Nadia Van Dyne as her alter ego side. She has Girl, Action, shuffle 2 cards with printed science resources or mental, blue resources from your discard pile into your deck, limit once per round. And then we've got her tiny side, small but mighty, response after Wasp or an event you play defeats a minion or side scheme, deal 1 damage to the villain. It's 1/1/2. And then her giant side, if we can get that open here, we have she's 2/2/3. And then threat you remove when your basic thwart can be divided among schemes that you choose, and attack for the same for attack. So we can kind of divvy them up how we want to. We're going against Drang here. So Drang, his stage 1 is a 1/2, and as a force response after Drang schemes, resolve the Badoon ship's charge up ability. So let's take a look at that. So, and actually we'll get into the scheme here. So the first scheme is going to be terrestrial invasion. We're using the Brotherhood of Badoon, obviously. We're using Kree Militants, which I feel like keeps coming up in the randomizer, but you know, it is what it is. And then so for setup, we're going to put Badoon ship environment into play, and the Milano into play. Because using ship command as well, yeah. And then terrestrial invasion, force response after resolving step 1 of the villain phase. Resolve Badoon ship's charge up ability. And then first player exhaust the Milano to remove 3 threat from the scheme. So start with 2 on there. The Badoon ship here. Charge up, place 1 barrage counter here. Then if there are 4 more barrage counters here, deal 2 damage, 2 indirect damage each player. Remove all barrage counters from here. And then for the Milano, we have give it to the first player, and then as a resource, exhaust Milano generator while it's a resource for any player. But of course, we can do that to remove the threat from the scheme. All right, so let's see what we got. Our opening cards here. I like Helmet. I like Quinn. Night Nurse is nice, but we can shuffle these back in. So I think we're gonna leave those. This is kind of a lot to start off with, but we'll see. Ooh, some big cost stuff here. Okay, so I think first off, let's shuffle Night Nurse and Perseverance back in with Nadia's ability. Okay, let's exhaust the Milano. And we'll discard Giant Help and Pinpoint for Quinn Carrier. Oh, I gotta flip first. Let me flip to big size. Okay. Then we're gonna play Quinn Carrier. Resource, exhaust Quinn Carrier for generate a water resource. Okay, just kind of big here. And then we're gonna exhaust this and discard Fury for Wasp. Oh, I'm keeping Counterpunch for Wasp Helmet. You get, while you're in giant form, you get +1 thwart. While you're in tiny form, you get +1 attack. And let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and just hit for 2. All right. I'm gonna keep Counterpunch. We're gonna ready up. Okay. So we're gonna add 2 threat to the scheme. We're gonna add 1 charge counter. He's gonna hit for 2. Do we want to defend? If we defend, we can counterpunch him for 2 more, which is just... Yeah, I'm going to defend it. So 2, 3. And then we defend all of it. I'm going to counterpunch Tib back for 2. We have our encounter card. Burnside. We can choose 1, exhaust the Milano, pay 2 fist resources, or stun the first player. I will exhaust the Milano. Okay. So, what do we want to do here? Let's flip to small form. We'll exhaust Quinn. Oh, and I'll exhaust Quinn Carrier for Perseverance. After you change form, give your hero a tough status. So since we changed to tiny form, we get a tough. And then we'll discard energy and swarm tactics for pinpoint strike. Deal 7 damage to an enemy. If you're tiny, deal 8 damage, and the damage gains overkill, so it's 8. So he's down to 1. And that's going to be it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, yeah. Okay. Oh, the multiple man thing's a lot of fun with this deck, because you can get them back with her other ability. Alright, 2 there. That flips. He's going to hit for 2. 3, if his attack activation gets overkill, but the tough takes it. Encounter card, blockade, hinder 2, and then exhaust Milano to remove 3 threat from the scheme. So come in with a 2 here. Okay, so I think right off the bat, we're going to wait on him because I think I want to get multiple man out, but I'm trying to find the best way to do it. So for multiple man, although I kind of want the wings. Let's exhaust Quinn, Energy, and Night Nurse for multiple man. So response after multiple man enters play, search your deck and hand for a copy of multiple man, put it into play, shuffle the deck if it was searched this way. Now we're going to do this for both of them. So that comes in. We're going to search, and then it's going to happen again. We're going to search. Okay. Okay, we're going to flip and change form to big form. Let's thwart 3, because we get the extra from that. We'll thwart another one off of here. I'll exhaust the Milano and discard the wings for giant help. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. Remove 4 if you're giant. We're going to ping another one off, and then we're going to attack with the last one to flip him to second form, which he has 14 health. So second form is one revealed of Drang Spear is in play. Give Drang 1 face down boost card. Otherwise, search the encounter deck and discard pile for Drang Spear. Reveal it and shuffle the encounter deck. And the same thing after he schemes, we'll do his ability. So the spear is not there, so let's find the spear. Here's the spear. So it gives him 1 attack. He gains stalwart. We can spend a science and 2 fist resources to discard the card. But it gives him an additional attack, which I'm not super concerned about, clearly. Oh, wrong token there. That should be a damage. Okay. We're going to ready up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, red room training. Nice. Okay, so we're going to add 2 threat. This gets added. He's going to swing for 3. We're going to have multiple man take the hit. So just 3. And block that, but, you know, that has no boost icon. 4, I mean, he takes 4 damage because of the spear. Okay, encounter card. Caught off guard. Discard an upgrade to support you control. I got to get rid of the helmet or Quinn. Oh. Helmet or Quinn? Helmet or Quinn? I get rid of helmet. Okay. We know that this is going to hit us next round, or next turn, which I'm fine with. And we can actually redirect on to multiple men. We've got 2 counter punches. I do have Indomitable, so we may end up using that. This will also give us a tough, which will take a hit for that. I'm going to exhaust Milano and Quinn for red room training. So while you're giant, you have retaliate, and while you're tiny, your basic attack gain piercing, which is so good. It's so good. Let's I could flip, use that to take the 2 damage from the charge up. let's swing for 2. Let's flip down to our tiny side. And when we do that, we'll discard Counterpunch for Perseverance, so we'll get a tough status. And then I'll discard Counterpunch for Indomitable. After your hero defends, discard Indomitable, ready your hero. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to add 2 threat to the scheme. This is going to pop. It's going to hit us for 2. We'll take it with Wasp. We'll take all the indirect damage, so the tough just comes off. He's going to attack for 4. We're going to block with Multiple Man. 5, 6. Encounter card. Gang up. The villain and each minion attacks you, so we're going to block with Multiple Man again. And this cat gains piercing. Okay, well that's fine. Okay. So Argo now. Let's exhaust the Milano to remove 3 threat from this. When you use one of your basic attacks, change to giant form. It's a hero interrupt. So we would get the 2 health back off that. So I don't want to do that. Let's discard Pin Particle for another Indomitable. And then because we discarded Pin Particle while we were tiny, we're going to draw a card. Whew. I'll discard both of these rapid responses, one for Unflappable and one for Armored Vest. So Unflappable, after you defend against an attack and take no damage, draw a card. Exhaust it and draw a card, and then we get +1 defense for that. I suppose I could have done something with this. Yeah, actually, I'll exhaust Quinn and keep one of the giant growths. I'm going to swing for 1. No, I don't have the resource for it. Darn it. Okay. I want to flip down. So we'll swing for 1. We're going to flip down. And then I'm going to do our girl action to shuffle in the 2 multiple men because they have got science resources. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to end our go. Draw up to 6. And we got both of them back. Okay. Alright, so he's going to get 2 threat. We're going to add 1 thing. He's going to scheme for 2. If this activation is attack, you get +3 boost icon, so he just schemes for 2. It's going to add another one of these to the deal, and then we're going to get an encounter card. Power Siphon. Choose to exhaust the Milano, spend 2 yellow resources or discard a card at random from the first player's hand. I'm going to discard a card at random. Yeah, that's fine. Discard a card at random. Okay, Pinpoint Strike, which actually is the card I didn't want to get rid of, but it's fine. Okay, so let's do our ability here. We'll shuffle in Pinpoint Strike back in, as well as that Multiple Man. Let's flip over. We're going to exhaust the Milano to remove 3 threat. We're going to exhaust Quinn. Do I want to exhaust Quinn and all this stuff? Actually, let me go big. Instead of going tiny, I'm going to go big. We're going to exhaust Quinn and all those for another Multiple Man. This one comes in, and then we can search for the other one. Again, this is what makes this deck so fun. Because you're just rethrowing Multiple Man back in your deck. And then we are going to swing for 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to end our go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is our hand here. Okay, we're going to add 2 threat. We're going to add one of these. He's going to attack for 3. We're going to block with Multiple Man. Doesn't, just takes him out. Encounter card. Villain's going to scheme for 2, 3, 4. This pops. We also have to flip that, which we'll do in a second. So resolve the charge up ability. This flips over. After resolving the step 1 of the phase, it starts with 4. 8 ends it. Exhaust. First player action, exhaust the Milano to either remove 3 threat from the scheme or deal 3 damage to a minion. So that's going to go. We're going to take 2 indirect damage. I'll take the damage. And then we're adding another thing here. And then we're adding 4 threat here. Okay. We should be fine, actually. Oh, yeah, we're good. Because we'll... I want full health. So we're going to exhaust the Milano to remove this threat. I'm clearing everything off the board. We're going to use this multiple man to take this out. We're going to use this multiple man to hit him for 1. We're going to exhaust... Oh, that was exhausted. We're going to exhaust Quinn and discard Pim Particle for Wasp Sting. And then because I discarded Pim Giant, I'll heal 2. And then Wasp Sting, if you're Giant, do 4 damage to an enemy. Oops. And heck, we can do Wasp Sting again, and he's done for. Actually, just discard Genius. All right, boom. That's it. Really quick game. This deck is a lot of fun, so I just wanted to share it and do this playthrough. This is I didn't even get to really use the protection stuff. It was just mainly multiple man. But anyway, that's going to be it. Really quick game with Wasp. I think she's better than Ant-Man. I like her. Let me rephrase. I like her more than Ant-Man. So I don't know that she's better per se, but she's really good, and I think she's a lot more fun than Ant-Man. So that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.